The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now. A video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Greymaniacs gather as we go through Box X for the final time. So let's find out what else lurks in Box X. And like the rest of this Box X, it's all Superman related. So I'm going to try and crack for a bit quick. There's quite a lot of them this week, this video. It's all basically Man of Steel. John Byrne's reimagining, reboot of the character after the Crisis times. We've got a new style Lex Luthor, who's a businessman, albeit a highly corrupt businessman, but not a super criminal. Well, he is a super criminal, but he hides under the veneer of respectability. And as far as most people are concerned, authorities, the law, and so forth, he's a respectable businessman. But we know he's unorthodox and he's villainous, and he doesn't care about the law that us plebs and dweebs have to live up to. So he does what he likes, basically. Yeah. Right, and then it goes into the ongoing Superman. So number one. We're not at home to Mr. Blur today. We'll have none of this blurry bollocks, thank you very much. We don't like blur on this channel. We want clear, concise video. Are you clear and concise, or are you messing me around again? Oh, that's fine. The secret revealed. Yeah, his computer's telling that Clark Kent is Superman, and he refuses to believe it because he's such a egotist himself that he says that no one with that much power who actually had that power would be Clark Kent. Clark, you know, if he had that much power, there's no way he could be Clark Kent. Clark Kent's a nobody. You know what I mean? Kind of because the way in Lex's brain, if he had that superpower, he'd use it and he'd lord it, kind of thing. I don't know, something like that. There's that Bloodsport. I think that was the first appearance of Bloodsport, is it? Went a bit up in price because he was on a TV, a film. Don't be blurry. I think it's adjusting itself. I think the video telescopic lens, whatever, is doing its own thing sometimes on this camera. Destroy him! Destroy Superman! Lois has got short hair in this one. Right, this is a character called Rampage. I think it was, I've mentioned this before, I think last time I showed it. I was watching Comic Fu and they was all laughing, I think it was Comic Fu, they were all laughing about this and they were making jokes about stuff, and I was like, it's a woman on top of him, not a bloke. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you obviously don't know. You obviously have not read that book comic, I was saying to myself. That was Rampage, by the way, that person on that cover. Yeah, in the most recent Suicide Squad, when they had Mongal, I thought it was Rampage when I first saw her. I thought, is that Rampage? But it was Mongal. I didn't even know there was a Mongal. I must have missed. That must have come later. Is that Laurie Lamaris? I think she's Laurie Lamaris. That's why she's got a wheelchair with a blanket over her legs, because she ain't got no legs. She got flip flops. She has. She's got a fishtail. Right. Is Millennium? Yeah, week 2 and week 6. Wings. Kick me hard. The perfidious perils of the pusillanimous prankster. Pusillanimous. It was an hard one, that one. Right. One of the greatest looking characters ever. Silver Banshee. She done killed Superman. Return to Krypton. Oh, Mignola art. Mignola. Power failure. Little kind of mole man looking character. Man of Steel. Doom Patrol. So we've got Robot Man, Superman. Is that Metallo? Part 1 of the Supergirl saga. It can't be. Not you. You're responsible for the deaths of 1 billion beings. For that you must die. Another Mignola cover. Mignola loves drawing Jimmy Olsen. It's one of his favourite characters. I remember reading about that one time. I'm joking, just to wind up someone. So don't ignore that. But yeah, there's a silver banshee. She's trying to pull Jimmy down to hell. Superman's trying to stop her. Rampage, round 2. There you go, there's Rampage. She's come back. I had this thing where I was mentioning it a couple of videos ago. Quite often a name will pop into my head of who the character's other name is. I was trying to remember who Rampage's other name was. Dr. Kirsty Faulkner? Come on, if it's Kirsty Faulkner, I deserve, like, someone give me a super chat. If it's Kirsty Faulkner, just give me a thanks in the, on the old donation rubbish. Lois, I didn't mean to. I just lost control. Only joking. Don't do that. Just give me a thumbs up and a comment. I think it's Kirsty Faulkner. I'm probably wrong. That might make more sense if you watched the last video. I think it was the last video. I was this guy, Gangbuster. I saw him and I thought, oh, is that Jose Delgado and Guardian? And I think he's. No, I don't think he is now. I think I said Roy. I think I said Dan Harper. And now I was thinking of Roy Harper maybe, who he's been in Arsenal. Speedy Roy. Sorry, Garrett. No, Dan. So I was still thinking. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll have to look that up myself. Superman in space, as I mentioned before, and now he's less powerful than he was after the Crisis, and he has to take oxygen when he goes off into space. He can hold his breath for a long while, but he needs to have oxygen for the odd breath. Another city's been murdered, and this time the Man of Steel will not accept the blame. Where no one can hear you scream. For some reason with Guardian I keep thinking Dan Garrett, but that's obviously the original Blue Beetle. I'm sure it's Harper. Dan Harper. Can it be Dan Harper? Would there be two characters called Harper? I don't know. This scene, I'll say that again. This scene probably doesn't appear in this issue, but with me around, it could. Yeah, it's Mr. Mixie-Pitulik. The mischievous imp from the 5th dimension. There he is up in the corner. And here we have Mongols Mad. He sure is. He's mad, bad and dangerous. I don't like him. He destroyed Coast City. He made Hal Jordan go crazy. Minefield. Skyhooked. There was a band in the metal scene in the UK, underground band called Minefield. I wonder if they got their name from this comic. Seems unlikely, because I was thinking it was like Minefield, but like Mindfield, I don't know, like a minefield of the mind, I don't blinking know. But yeah, Minefield. It's not a usual word to say, is it? I wonder if they got it from that. I actually interviewed them for my fanzine. I can't remember if I asked them where they got the name from, but I don't think they would have said Superman. Racer's Edge and Brainstorm. Oh, the Black Racer there. He's after somebody for taking them to the old HE double hockey sticks. The Prankster, the cutting edge of comedy. I think that's Morgan Edge that he's trying to prank fatally. Superman's ex-pal, Jimmy Olsen. Gun him down! Featuring the Newsboy Legion and the Guardian. They've only gone and used the Sky Mobile to... the Whiz Wagon, I think it's called the Whiz Wagon, to crash into Superman. Superman should just buckle it up with his body, really, shouldn't he? Unnatural Disasters, an interesting looking cover. Look, Roscoe, if you happen to watch this, I know you don't watch my videos, but this is how Rain, works properly on comic books. He doesn't turn into shampoo like he did in that crappy comic you showed that time on Cover Slingers. Jimmy? Someone's made a... I think someone's visited Matilda and they've seen the idol that they've built to worship Jimmy. It's like a graven image of Jimmy for her to worship at. That's what's happened there, I think. Anyone casually coming in who doesn't know who my mates are, I'm basically, if I say something you don't understand, it's probably because I'm taking the mick out of one of my friends. The forearm terror lashes out. Right, a nice quadricated cover. 650. Frills, chills, heels, no spills. You're not my favourite. All this and Lobo too. Pretty sure that's a kind of space cabbie. He appeared on another cover recently, trying to run down Jimmy Olsen. There's, of course, you've got Lobo and Bebo. Lobo and Bebo. Not exactly teaming up. Right, the final phase begins. Yeah, I think some of these stories crossed over with the Adventure Superman stories. Lock Trevor Deadlock. Introducing the Kryptonite Man. Dark Knight over Metropolis. Green Death in Crime Alley. Is that Kryptonite? Yeah, probably. Another interestingly drawn cover. Ordway. Something about the ink in the way it looks. It looks sort of a matte colour finish, sort of glossy, and I don't know how they do that, but it looks interesting. Looks like you might be fighting Terror Man. The sci-fi cowboy menace. The souls of the human boys are mine, Man of Steel, unless of course you'd like to arrange a trade. Superman versus Sinbad. Not Sinbad from the 1001 Nights. This character is a Kurak. He's living in a little Kurak in Metropolis, an immigrant to Metropolis. And he's only like a teenager and he's got sort of powers. But yeah, it's called Sinbad. Normally he's teaming up with him, but I think occasionally he's fought him. Back to full power, it says on this one. Alright, that's up to 50. Right. Yeah, Crisis of the Crimson Kryptonite. Yeah, then after 50, this has got to be December 90. Yes, this is December 90. Then from January 1991, it goes over to the triangle numbers. And I've got all the triangle number ones in the different box. So this box X is all pre-triangle Superman, Adventure Superman, that kind of thing. And then after the triangle numbers, I've got a few from after the triangle numbers as well. That I've just got here and there for no really apparent reason, really. I've got them in a lot or something like that, or just having to pick them up because it crossed over with another story, that kind of thing. So I've got 221, a Villains United tie-in, Bizarro versus Zoom, loser takes all. Got 222. It's an OMAC Project Aftermath. I don't know what's happened to Superman, but it's rather shocking for everybody else. And 223, Infinity Crisis is here. Supergirl's farewell. This is from 2006. Oh, yes. 665. Oh, right, yeah, what happened? So this is like when it got the new series starting by Byrne with number 1 and Man of Steel, the little 6-parter. For some reason, this is up to 2006, it got up to that number. Then it goes back to the original numbering. Because this is from January 2006, 223. Then suddenly, September 2007, 2 years later, it's suddenly shot up to number 665. That's because it's gone back to the original lettering tape. So it's got basically Adventures of Superman that had been Superman before, now goes back to being called Superman and keeps its numbering. So yeah, not confusing at all. Sorry Superman, I'm the star this time. The Secret Origin of Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen. I might buy this one for Matilda for her birthday or something. She'll love it. Absolutely love it, she'll be like, "Oh, Mr. Grey, you bought me such a lovely present." I love making a silly voice for Matilda. Oh, it's amusing. She likes this one. She's already got this one, I think. Actually, I think she gifted it to Super Russ. But yeah, she does like this Alex Ross crypto cover. 2008, Dog of Steel. Look at that noble hound. Look at that noble hound. A man's best friend. I prefer cats, but you know. So that's 680. And you've got World Without Superman for 686. Featuring Moniel and Guardian. Still trying to remember Guardian's secret identity. There's 687. Right, some annuals now. Right, number 1, To Tame a Titan. I'm guessing that's Titano. Used to be able to fire kryptonite beams out of his eyes back in the Silver Age. Shadows of the Past. Looks like he's got the Newsboy Legion here. Oh, maybe that's what it is. The Shadows of the Past is the Newsboy Legion because the Guardian and Newsboy Legion were originally from World War II era. And the original guys who were the Newsboy Legion are now kind of like project heads at Cadmus, the cloning and genetic researching laboratory that has its own sort of secret hideout kind of thing in, I think it's underground or in the outskirts of Metropolis suburb is what we call it. No, not even the suburbs is more city-like, isn't it? But in a kind of like the foresty kind of like open countryside just outside Metropolis underground is the Cadmus project. Anyway, so they basically the new these heads of Cadmus clone themselves to recreate the Newsboy Legion as they were when they were kids, and also Guardian. Right, Batman, Robin and the Justice League versus the Man of Tomorrow today. So this is another one of those Armageddon 2001 ones where it's showing you a possible future for Superman at that time. Right, and then Eclipso, The Darkness Within, the eclipsing of Lois Lane. So something made her mad. I think Superman was being too protective, and she thought he was being chauvinistic, and that got on her nerves, and that's how the Black Diamond was able to eclipse her, corrupt her, overtake her essence. Basically, was what Eclipso does. And I think Superman gives in to the Eclipso to save Lois. That's how I think he becomes eclipsed, if memory serves me correctly. But yeah, been too long since I read it. Right, there's a nice Bloodlines annual. Oh yeah, this is after Superman's been killed, isn't it? So this is the cyborg Superman on this one. Who was the Superman on the last one we looked at? It was Superboy, wasn't it? Because he met up with Sparks, that's right. And this woman's called Myriad, and this is kind of interesting because she was a martial arts expert, and she was training one of them. I think a few people training Lex Luthor, but she was actually she was better than him. Lex Luthor thought he was good at, he thought he was, and she actually embarrassed him. I think she threw him or something like that, and he got embarrassed, and he ends up killing her. And in a fit of rage because he didn't want to, he was chagrined that he'd been embarrassed and bested kind of thing. And I can't remember if he strangled her to death or what, but he manages to kill her anyway and dumps her body on a rubbish tip. And one of the parasites, the fat greedy one, he might be called Glorumf or something like that. He basically sucked her spinal fluid even though she was dead, and normally that would be like, ooh, you don't do that kind of thing. That the other parasites were kind of like, oh, what do you do that for, you greedy bastard? You got to suck it from the living people, not dead people. But because she had the metagene, she actually comes back to life. So she's after revenge against Lex Luthor, although she's got bad memory issues. I can't remember if she ever comes back again, if she ever gets seen again. But yeah, it's a shame because she would have been a good character to explore further, I think. But I don't remember ever seeing him again. Right, and then we've got the Elseworlds where Superman is reimagined as the Jungle Book. You look at it, you might think Tarzan, but it's not. He's imagined as the boy from the Jungle Book, crashing down in Africa and being raised by wolves. And he's got the Shere Khan, the tiger, who's trying to eat him all the time in the original Jungle Book. And this one, he's wearing Shere Khan as a coat, or a cloak, whatever you want to call it, and a loincloth. Yeah, no match for him. Right, and then there's Year One. It looks like he's not messing, but teaming up with Dr. Occult there, I believe. Doesn't get enough usage of Dr. Occult. Basically, he's John Constantine before John Constantine come along. He's a American World War II version of John Constantine, I would say. Right, Legends of the Dead Earth, the League of Supermen. So this is a bunch of guys who've all got one of Superman's powers each. They're eking out, working as a team, using each one has one ability of Superman's kind of thing. Yeah. Right, not too many to go now. Right, Superman number 9. This is the Pulp Heroes annual, My Greatest Adventure. And he's the electric blue Superman again. And then in 1998, I've got far less of these annuals for some reason. I'm not too sure why I didn't manage to get so many of these annuals, but maybe I didn't do so many, I'm not too sure. But this is Ghosts. For some reason, each of the characters in their annuals for this year were visited by some ghost of their past, basically. It looks like he's being visited by Free from the Phantom Zone. Is that Bisley? No, it's not. Something about the faces of me, I think I recognised it, but no. I don't know who did that. Oh. Right. A random super team family giant. Someone was selling this, and I was like, I'm not really collecting them, but for £2 or whatever it was, it's like, yeah, you know what, I might as well get it. I've tried to resist the urge to try and get the rest of them because I can't. No, I don't want to try. I try not to add too much more stuff to my already huge list of stuff that I'd like. No, they live on borrowed time. Champions of the unknown. Also featuring the Doom Patrol. And at the top it says Beyond the Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle, where people disappear. Bermuda Triangle, don't go too near, don't go too near. There you go. Bermuda Triangle is straight down that T-Rex's gob. That's where everyone disappears to. They get eaten. Right, and this one, I can't remember where I got this from. Oh yeah, I think I put it on one of the Facebook sites. I didn't realise it. What kind of comic it was. It's an Australian version. Shout out to all our Australian buddies, Simple Simon and Think Geek Theory and Mad Spidey and Captain Sorrow and Zars and even the guy in the comic shop who doesn't actually have a channel, but what's his name? Dave? Mike? Say hello. Say hello, Mark. Say hello, Mark. Hello. So I had to go through my head of what happens in every one of their videos to remember what his name was. Say hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. There, anyway. So this is an Aussie reprint. Lois, you're haunting me because you think you killed... Rewind. Lois, you're haunting me because you think I killed you. Please believe me, it was an accident. Psst, Jimmy. Superman thinks he's seen Lois's ghost. It must be his guilty conscience. Featuring the ghost of Lois Lane. Anyway. There you go. It's all black and white inside as well. But yeah, good, pretty cool. Oh, I'm so tired. Right. It's not even late. I shouldn't be tired. Right, that's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, Grey Maniacs. Until next we gather and hold hands and sing Kumbaya and such other campfire songs. Until that time... have a great amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day, I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day, I hope you have a great amazing day.